All right, now to another big interview and an In Focus exclusive with the White House Chief of Staff, Indianapolis native Ron Klain. I spoke with him this week as he returned to Indiana to spend Thanksgiving with his family. Your job is no doubt a very busy one, and it comes with a lot of pointed criticism sometimes too. How did your upbringing here in Indianapolis prepare you for such a role, and what is your job like on a day-to-day basis?
Well, look, I think growing up here in Indiana taught me the value of hard work and humility. And I think those are important things when you work at the White House. The hours are long, the pressures are high, and fundamentally our job as members of the White House staff is to work to try to deliver on the president's agenda, try to help the president deliver economic growth, better progress on the pandemic, strong results overseas. So that's what we do. And we do it as staff members, behind the scenes, working to support the president, the vice president, the members of the cabinet, as we try to produce results for the American people.
At the same time, a lot of people are still struggling to pay for gas and to pay for groceries this holiday season. What's the president's message right now for those who are struggling, whether they voted for his party or not in the midterms?
Well, look, I think it's the right question, Ann, because it doesn't really matter whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. We're all Americans, and we need to have a better economy. What the president's been working on, first of all, is bringing down the price of gasoline. It's come down a little more slowly here in Indiana than some other states, but all over the country, we're starting to see the price of gasoline come down. It's down $1.35 since this summer, and it continues to drop. That's something that really hits people in the pocket. We've also worked on bringing down the price of food and groceries. You know, the sad thing is the price of food is high, but our farmers aren't really benefiting from that. That high price of food is going to middlemen and all kinds of other costs. So we try to get those costs out of the system, take on the middlemen, and make sure the farmers get their fair price for the things they produce, but we don't pay too much at the grocery store. And we're also working on bringing down the cost of health care.
At this point, you think the president will indeed run again? And if he wins, do you hope to serve a second term as chief of staff?
Well, first of all, I do think the president's going to run. He hasn't made a final decision. He's talking to his family this Thanksgiving weekend and over the holidays, and I think he'll make a decision after the first of the year. But I think he will run again. I think he should run again. I think he'll have a very successful second term if he does. As for me, we'll see.
We'll have much more of that interview on next week's edition of In Focus. Next week, you'll also see our interview with former State Superintendent Jennifer McCormick, who spoke with our Kristen Eskow about a possible run for governor in 2024.
I'm hoping to make a decision early 2023. So my family's very supportive, which was incredibly important to me. I've had Republicans and Democrats and independents sit me down and say, we'll do it, you need us to do. I think people are just eager for leadership that is common sense, that is willing to work with people, and will actually move Indiana in the direction we need to go.
All right, more of that interview next week. Meantime, we're also hearing from lawmakers on both sides as they return to the State House ahead of next year's session. A closer look at their agenda for the coming year. Straight ahead.